February 1959. Deep in the Ural Mountains of the Soviet Union, 9 experienced hikers were sleeping inside a canvas tent on a frozen mountainside known as Kholat Syakhl, Dead Mountain. By morning, they would all be dead. Investigators would later find the tent sliced open from the inside, boots and coats left behind, and footprints leading into the darkness, barefoot, in socks, or wearing almost nothing. What could force trained mountaineers to abandon shelter in minus 30 degrees Celsius and walk calmly into certain death? This is the true story of the Dyatlov Pass Incident, one of the most haunting mysteries in modern history. The expedition was led by 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov, a skilled engineering student from the Ural Polytechnic Institute. His team consisted of fellow students and graduates, young, athletic, and highly experienced. In Soviet classification, they held Grade 3 certification, the highest level of difficulty for hiking expeditions. There were 10 members originally, but one, Yuri Yudin, fell ill early in the journey and turned back, unknowingly becoming the only survivor. The remaining 9 continued into the wilderness. They were confident, prepared, and unaware of the fate waiting ahead. In late January 1959, the group traveled by train, truck, and finally on skis into the remote northern Urals. They pulled heavy sleds carrying food, cameras, diaries, and survival gear. Despite harsh conditions, morale was high. Photos recovered from their cameras show laughter, music, and camaraderie. They documented everything carefully: weather conditions, route progress, daily routines. Nothing suggested panic, nothing suggested danger, until the final days. On February 1st, the group reached the slopes of Kholat Syakhl. Instead of descending into the forest for shelter, they pitched their tent on an exposed mountainside, possibly due to poor visibility or to avoid losing altitude. Strong winds swept across the open slope. Temperatures plunged far below freezing. That night would be their last. When search teams arrived weeks later, they found the tent collapsed but still standing. It had been cut open from the inside. Inside were boots, coats, food, cameras, everything needed to survive. Outside, investigators found footprints descending the slope toward the forest, made by people barefoot, in socks, or wearing only a single shoe. There were no signs of a struggle. The group had left voluntarily, but in extreme haste. At the edge of the forest, beneath a large cedar tree, 2 bodies were discovered near the remains of a small fire. They wore only underwear. Branches high on the tree were broken, suggesting someone had climbed it, perhaps to look for the tent or gather firewood. Between the tree and the campsite, 3 more bodies were found, positioned as if attempting to return. All 5 had died primarily from hypothermia, but the final discovery would be far more disturbing. Months later, when the snow began to melt, the remaining 4 hikers were found in a ravine under several meters of snow. Their injuries were severe. 1 had a fractured skull. 2 had crushed ribs comparable to those from a car crash. Yet there were few external wounds. Investigators concluded the injuries were caused by a powerful force. 1 victim was missing her tongue and soft tissue, likely due to decomposition and scavenging in the flowing meltwater. These were not typical hypothermia deaths. Investigators documented several unusual details. Some clothing showed traces of radiation. Witnesses in the region reported glowing orange spheres in the sky around the same time. The case was eventually closed with a vague conclusion. The hikers died due to a compelling natural force. Many files were classified for decades. The mystery only deepened. Over the decades, many theories have been proposed. Modern scientific explanations focus on natural causes. A slab avalanche or snowslide could have threatened the tent, forcing a rapid evacuation. Powerful katabatic winds may have created extreme conditions on the exposed slope. Some researchers suggest infrasound, low-frequency noise produced by wind, could induce panic and disorientation. There is no definitive answer, but most experts agree nature itself was the primary enemy. In 2019, Russian authorities reopened the investigation. Their conclusion: a rare type of avalanche combined with severe weather likely forced the hikers from their tent, leading to hypothermia and fatal injuries in the ravine. Yet, some questions remain unanswered. Why did they not return to the tent? What exactly happened in those final minutes? More than 60 years later, the silent slopes of Dead Mountain still guard their secret. A reminder that in the most remote places on Earth, nature can be more terrifying than any legend.